Hey, everybody, thanks for watching this week's episode. We want to promote where you can see us. For tickets, go to joegattoofficial.com to see all my tour dates. And for Steve's, go to punchup.live/Steve-Byrne. That's Byrne. He makes it super easy to find him. And now, on to the episode.
There was a problem, yo, I'll solve. Word to your mother.
Hey, Stevie.
Hi, Joseph.
We're back. It's Two Cool Moms. I'm Joe Gatto.
I'm Steve Byrne.
And we are here with some friends.
We are here with some friends from Mobile, Alabama.
That's right.
Sister city to New Orleans.
Yes, that's right.
The Right Clay Strays, everybody.
Right Clay Strays are with us. Thank you so much.
By the way,
for
hold on
having us.
real quick. If they're sister cities, I believe that Mobile is the girl you'd want to bring home and marry, and New Orleans is the sister that likes it in the ass.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next week.
That's a pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
I was shitting on New Orleans. I was defending Mobile.
Yeah.
I agree with it.
That's good. He was with you the whole way, along the way.
Good way to look at
Anal
that.
is sorry.
I want to, let's dive in. I wanted to say a couple of things. It was before we started rolling. I wanted to talk about some slight body shaming that was going on about my friend and his rolls and his shirt when he sat down. So he's zipped up.
I'm zipped
But
up.
no, you can keep it up. I just want to let you know that I am a fellow. I had to cut the back of my shirt.
Wait, what?
So the buttons would. So be yourself here. Be yourself here. Right? Yeah. I cut my shirt so I can button it. Because I couldn't. Yeah. So.
What did you do?
That is
It's a safe space, man. It's a safe space. I cut the back of my shirt. I don't care.
Dude.
I don't care.
How did we not realize that?
I know. See, that's how good it is.
Just go buy a shirt or something.
No, I was going to throw this out. It was a last wear situation.
Tell them what you do on the road.
I take my
never
garbage
seen
clothes.
anybody do this.
I take my garbage clothes on the road. If it's like a last wear, I'll bring it and I'll make it like a thing. I'll take my shirt off on stage, like woo, thanks, and throw it out.
You're
And then it gets
donating.
sold on eBay.
It'll go to Nordstrom Rack, and
Yeah.
it'll just be like, I didn't pack enough. I'm just going to buy some clothing. And he buys clothing. And then, like, literally, like he said, he'll just take it off whenever. And
I
just
know.
throw it up
I won't care if it
whenever.
looks good. I just need a shirt. I know
I
it's like
just
a
thought
one-wear
maybe
thing.
you just scared to move up to the next size. You still buy that medium.
Well, my body is like,
Oh, it's a medium.
it's a sklarge. I'm like a sklarge. Yeah, I'm a sklarge. Extra large, middle. But yeah, thanks guys for coming. This is so cool. I have never met you. I have heard your music because Steve plays it all the time. Thanks. And it's so nice that you guys were able to come and hang out. So
Yeah, so you guys just had a show last night at Paramount?
Brooklyn Paramount. Yeah.
Brooklyn Paramount. And what part of the tour is this? Are you guys, is it like a never-ending tour, basically? Or is it like, are you kind of in the middle
Well, technically,
until...
this is the fall tour, and that started at the beginning of September with
that's
the
when
Ryman
fall.
shows.
That's when fall is.
One day after summer touring.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh my God.
So you guys do like a perpetual thing. You just change the season. Gotcha. Okay.
Do you have some downtime coming up soon? Or?
It was originally our last show's like November 10th, I think, and then the CMAs come along, and then some other stuff got added on top of that. So I think now we're going all the way up. Like, November 23rd is when we'll officially be done.
And I think they're trying to take December away from us also.
They're taking it away. They try. They always do.
Seacrest is knocking.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. By the way, congratulations on platinum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You went
Wondering
platinum when you were in Nashville at the Ryman. You guys got your platinum records. I mean, individually, how did you ever see that? I mean, obviously you guys are garnering so much success now, but how does that feel to have that record and just look at your own reflection in that?
My question is, do you get one each, or is it one record you have to like share?
We got one.
That works way better.
We had to buy it.
I don't even know where it is.
Yeah,
we had
paid
to
for
buy
it.
it. But
You have to buy it?
Yeah.
What a fucking scam. You got to buy the record. I want one. Can I buy one? What do I call? Mark, get me a platinum record. I want a platinum record. Can you buy it?
Go to Diddy's
surprised you
house.
don't
He's got a
have
ton
one.
he's not going to use
Oh,
anymore.
jeez. Here we go.
What? He's in the news.
Okay.
It's relevant. Okay. But you had to buy your own platinum
Yeah,
record?
we paid for all of ours, and then all of everybody involved with it, we have to buy those too.
So wait,
As a
hold on.
business.
So like when we go do radio.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. You have to buy for everybody that's in business?
No, from our business.
So how many did you buy?
We had a producer,
So everybody.
everybody.
And that's
Everybody
coming out of your,
involved
that's
with
coming out
that
of your
single,
pocket
yeah.
personally, you? You pay for them all?
I mean, we all
offered-
share the same business.
So you
credit
guys
card,
all,
yeah.
right, that's right. So you had to buy for everybody. So they charge you per album?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
not even
We're in
a
the wrong
record.
business.
It's plastic.
Is it really?
inside? Yeah.
It's not platinum.
not
I
even
thought that it was a
platinum.
real record that they just dipped.
Doesn't look like it to me. I think
It's
they
probably just like an
they put
old
a
ass
sticker
Disney
on it.
record. and
That's
they
like
just-
the Grammys we were talking last night. They're not even real gold, and I'm just like,
and they have no resale value. And I don't even think you own it.
Wait,
right?
why are you trying to
technically
already
you
sell your Grammy?
why not?
Beer money, dude.
That's right. Oh, God.
Well,
so-
you know Hollywood Walk of Fame. You
Yeah.
got to buy your own star.
Yeah. Why haven't you bought your own star yet? You've been around forever.
Joseph, you, if anybody,
We should get a star together.
Share a star.
yin yang parmesan.
Yin Yang Parmesan. There it is. Yin Yang Parmesan. Perfect melding.
That's what y'all should have named the podcast.
That was what
That was
name
the
of it.
original name.
That was the
Really?
original
Oh,
name.
really?
Nice.
Yin
He
Yang
came up with
Parmesan.
yin yang parmesan, and
I
3
love
days
that.
after I couldn't stop laughing. And then he goes, oh, we two cool moms. And I laughed even harder
harder,
at that
yeah.
one. I was like, we got to do that.
Yeah.
We got to do two
So
cool
our
moms.
podcast is Two Cool Moms because we both had very strong mothers who are very opinionated. And in our circle, we are like the people go to for advice and that for each other. So that's why I became Two Cool Moms. And we try our best. We spend the first half like talking, and the second half we try to help fans who submit dilemmas to us via. I know what you're thinking. Why? Because
the
it's our calling.
comedians.
Yeah, ask comedians.
Ask
Yeah.
the comedians
Yeah.
how to fix
So-
What if
my
my
life.
shirt's too tight? Get a pair
Get
of
a
shears.
pair of scissors. You know how many hacks I just dressed so many fat people right now? They were going to throw out their shirts. One last wear. You get one last wear. Nobody knows you have a jacket on. Forget it. I've done so many photo shoots. So many photo shoots with the jacket on. Great. Nobody knows. The button was like extra small. The shirt. It was like, you know when you buy a costume when you're younger and they just give you the part of the front that looks like a tuxedo? And you put it on, those are my shirts.
Nice.
Those are all my shirts. Yeah.
But nobody knows.
Nobody does, man. It's
Who,
just-
who do you guys go to for advice?
yeah.
My wife.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, my wife,
Probably
It
my
probably
mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom?
my wife, brothers, just in the family.
In the family.
Other, yeah,
Mother-in-law.
If it's like within the band, we kind of go to each other's too.
Yeah.
Who's the mom of the band?
Andrew.
What does that even mean?
You know what it means.
You know what I mean. You zip your
Just
jacket.
call
You don't
me
want to show your rolls. You're a modest
No,
mom.
there-
I like that about you.
I will
Modest
say,
mom.
like we had John tied one night at the crib, and I he fell asleep on the bed. He had his shoes off. You can't let a man fall asleep
I
with his
threw
shoes
up
on.
on,
Threw up
my
on the
floor.
floor.
He cleaned it up for me.
Maybe so.
like-
Maybe I am the mom.
You're
Yeah,
the mom.
yeah.
Yeah, you're a good
That
friend.
is
Mom's a good thing. Yeah.
beyond the Call of Duty.
Yeah, for sure.
So you cleaned up your buddy's puke?
This was a long time ago. I would not do that now.
No. You have people for that. Platinum album.
totally would.
I call Platinum. Get it
Yeah, I'll
out.
call Juan. John puked, man. I'm not touching it.
So another mom moment
Yep.
for Andy is if you don't dress to a certain standard at a show, he
Yeah.
will be like, "Oh, you're wearing that."
I'm wearing that.
And that is such a great sentence.
So
I wear nothing but t-shirts and it bothers him.
that's
Yeah.
what you're wearing
No,
tonight.
that's your style.
That's what
It's,
you're wearing.
yeah, you have to do it now. You sit behind a drum kit, so you have to move more.
But you two are the more fashionable ones. Is that correct?
That was
And then
it.
you guys kind of dress more standard country fare. Is that true?
Yeah. So you guys don't give a shit what you look like.
Western shirts,
Yeah, I'm pretty simple.
You are. Yeah.
Western shirts, and then John's always rocking a t-shirt in the back because you're working up a sweat, and then you guys go a little further. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, just growing up, I was always in, blue jeans and boots. And so when I started working and making money, I was like, all right, I'm tired of wearing blue jeans all the time. So I just, started looking into nice, or not even nicer clothes, but just, fashion, what colors go with what. And
Yeah.
it's very hard to find stuff in my size though, so.
I think he has a similar thing because he wears a suit on stage when he performs.
He does. I didn't recognize him when
It's
I
so
saw him at the
funny.
Ryman without a
Right.
suit on.
Did you order a drink from him? But yeah, like you do that. You like dress up for the occasion, which is really cool.
Yeah, I try to, and it's
It's
part
an
of the act
event,
now. Where it's
yeah.
like, thank you for making time.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. Yeah,
for sure.
And you just,
I cut the bag out of his shirt and I get out there and start throwing my belly around and enjoy some laughter. Yeah. I worked in men's fashion for a moment. I was at Nordstrom. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
The rack?
I was big time. I went
Oh,
full
not the
purchase.
rack.
Yeah, I was at the
Okay.
Grove in LA. I was working at the Nordstrom there, and that's how I got into men's fashion and understanding like nicer pairs of jeans and like how they lasted longer and whatnot. And I've taken both I've changed Mark's whole style. Mark started
You
with
look
me.
good, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This
Yeah.
is a shacket.
Is that from Faraday?
I was trying to be
tough.
quiet through this episode, but Joe said he was going to give me that shirt. I guess now
He uses a tablecloth at home. But yeah, we love a good shop and we do that. But Mark has realized a good denim and like how a shacket will last if you put some money into it.
yeah, it's
By
true.
the way, I like the way he is the mom of the group. He's sitting cross-legged. He's got great hair. He's like this. And the minute you said Nordstrom, he goes, "Oh, the rack."
I love the rack. The rack's the jam. I love a Nordstrom rack. I love a 97-cent. That's how it ends. That's how you know it's from the rack.
Yeah.
People try to return stuff at Nordstrom. It's like it ends in 97. You bought this at the
Well,
rack.
here's the only time I went to shopping with you guys because I'm like, I'd rather do anything but go shopping. I found like this great jacket, right? This like smoking jacket. And I was like, that's fucking cool. I would never wear it, but I've worn it once or twice on stage. Joe's like, you got to get that. That's so cool. So Joe's up there. I'm getting ready to pay, and the girl wants nothing to do with me. She doesn't give a shit. She's like, "Oh my God, Joe!" And she's taking pictures. And Joe starts taking he's taking his shirt off. He's trying things on. He doesn't care. He's putting on a show. He pays for all this stuff. She never charged me for my jacket. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So you
caused
stole
some-
it.
Yeah.
He stole a jacket.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Shoplifting.
realize I
We
stole
were,
it.
we
though.
were like an hour down the road. He didn't. We're an hour down the road. I was like, did she give you the discount? Because we were like, I always say, what's the action?
And so I said,
give me a discount.
Give me the
you know?
receipt. Let me see if she gave me a
And
discount.
she didn't charge him for it. And he was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I was like, it'll come back to you. Don't worry.
You'll answer for that
He
one.
doesn't like going shopping with me because he'll put stuff on. I'm like, that's not for you. That's not for you.
He's very.
That's being a good
brutally honest.
friend.
That is a
that
good
is
friend.
being a good
But I
friend.
made that jacket you wore. You actually wore in the special that I directed.
Yes.
The one special that I directed, not the other ones that you're doing without me. But I love you, buddy.
Guilty pleasures on the road. Can we go around the horn?
Yeah, mine's whiskey. I love whiskey.
What kind?
Anything rye, I'm not super picky.
So you'd go even just like
Not well, but you know,
Well.
Buffalo Trace.
Well, he said anything. I was
They're
like,
Buffalo
platinum.
Trace.
They're
Bullet,
Come on
yeah,
now.
Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, Bullet. You know, a lot of
Okay.
Jameson.
I like Jameson. Okay, it's a little sweet.
Okay. How much?
What do you mean?
All that you have.
Yeah, we'll clean it out.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How about you? Nope.
Pass. Great David. And
Dang, man, I don't know. Tequila.
oh, I love that. Get them both. Yeah.
Tequila, yeah, that's a good one.
I think
Is that yours?
I guess. It's just the road is like work, you know.
Yeah.
Brandon's is chocolate cake.
Oh, yes.
Not if I'm drinking tequila.
No, well, you don't. It doesn't have to be
Yeah,
alcohol.
sweet
It's just
Chocolate
guilty
cake
pleasure.
and chocolate milk.
Oh yeah,
I've
the
seen
brand
chocolate
comes
milk.
He just
special.
wakes up in the wee hours of the morning like, I guess I was a fucking cake. and then just goes back to sleep. That's the day.
I love that kindred spirits
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. I sleep in a full cake. I have a sheet bed. A sheet cake bed. I'm just like, all right. 90 nights.
Just chomping out your pillow.
Yeah, roll over.
Marshmallow pillows.
I love that. How about you?
The rack, is that yours?
Yeah.
Honestly, shopping is probably one of them, but
Yeah.
I would say just food in general.
Yeah.
Love to eat.
This is
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls, actually.
Try not to eat too much.
A nice cab and the girls are on.
Oh, clipping coupons. It's great. Mama's happy.
Yeah, one Mom Andrews.
I love that.
What wine pairs with friendship?
Can you say Chardonnay?
Dude, especially when we stay at a nice hotel with the robes.
Oh, those are the best. I throw a robe on all the time.
Yeah.
I love a good robe. I'll take it. I wear it downstairs. If I have
Just
to go
go
down,
down-
yeah,
you're that
yeah.
guy.
It's been plenty of times. I'm like, I'll meet you downstairs for something. We'll go downstairs and I'll have the robe on. On my comfy pants. Comfy pants are my pleasure. If I could just live in a nice pair of comfy pants.
What are your comfy pants? Are we talking sweats here? Or?
Yeah, it's more like a lightweight, an athleisure, if you will. The only thing that's athletic about me is my
Yeah,
comfy
some
pants.
yoga pants.
Yoga
Yeah.
pants.
Yoga
yeah.
pants.
I like if you will.
Joggers.
Yeah. I don't like the constriction here. I like to be free flowing.
That's because you're older.
That's it for sure. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Say that again.
That's
awesome. Fucking unzip your jacket, roll. Rolling poly mom.
Man, this episode's turned into like high school for me again. Everybody's just picking on
Roly poly.
No, listen. We love you. We love you. You're on a roll. We really wanted to roll out the red carpet for you guys.
we just started having a crew on the road, and we joke. That's our love language is picking on each other like this,
Sure, yeah.
and we got to get them used to that.
They aren't taking to it very well.
Not at the beginning. They're starting to figure it out. They just thought we were just assholes.
They're,
yeah.
sensitive. We're like desensitized, and they're fucking not.
For sure. No, I get that a lot. We get that a lot. Him and I, it's funny because we have other guests on. You guys get it, but like sometimes we'll go back and forth about stuff, and some people are like, "Do they even like each other?"
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's mostly love, I would say.
Yeah.
Right?
But the difference between me and you guys is that
well.
many different ways, but yeah, I know you toured for years with 3 other guys, and you guys are constantly together. And just as someone who has always toured by himself, just a profession of solitude, I've always been so jealous of like the fact that there's camaraderie. It's like literally a band. You can walk into a bar and take over the bar. Like I always, and you've had the same experience.
for sure.
I know that there's times where like bands just kind of want to get away from each other, but I'm just from the outside looking at them. It's like, man,
I want to be in a band.
I want to be in a band. I just do shake the tambourine.
you
or
can
something like
sing.
that. But what you guys do is, I just think it's the fucking coolest.
We have a lot of fun together. We're literally
Yeah.
5 best friends hanging out.
I love that. Yeah. I've had a very similar experience like that. Working with your friends is just so great. You know, it really is, because you also go through it all together, right?
Yeah, we've been.
Which is the best. Like your friends are there with you when you're getting your platinum, record. You're not telling them about it. Like it's just super cool.
Yeah, I mean, we started, from the absolute beginning, not even knowing how to set up music equipment, let alone how to actually play music.
Right.
And just started and learned and went through everything together, breaking down and all that we've been through. So yeah.
Do you think?
Breakups.
Right. Do you think that there is something we talk about like our family and growing up on this too? Like, do you think there's something that was instilled in you at younger that you come to realize with success that you're like, oh, that makes sense now? Like something that either your parents said or you grew up like a sibling or something that was just in your household. That's something that was like, oh, this makes sense for me now, and you could see yourself like being like kind of like a inside voice mantra or something that like could get you through.
Well, for me, it was the faith. My mom, instilled a lot of faith in us growing up, read the Bible to us and everything. And just going out on the road and, charting an unknown course, doing something that's never been done in the family before. And then seeing how God showed up and brought us out of everything we were going through. Not when we wanted him to, but when the timing was perfect. Looking back now, it's like, oh yeah, everything, she
Gotcha.
said made sense.
Yeah, you had that moment where it's like, oh, mom, she knew.
She knew.
That's cool. That's cool.
I kind of learned to respect how hard my parents worked when I was younger, because you take it for granted until you get older.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah, that's super true.
I saw my dad when he took me to school in the morning. That was it. And I'd see him the next morning just by working so hard. They're hustlers, so I probably got that from him.
What did he do?
He was a cop.
Oh my God.
He was a narc.
Detective. Right?
Yeah, he was a detective.
Was he really?
In narcotics.
He did everything.
Yeah.
He wasn't a real narc. No, he did. He did narcotics probably way back in the day, but he did homicide. He ended in child advocacy, so he was arresting like sex offenders and
Oh,
stuff.
so all the fun stuff. He was in all the
Yeah.
hits. Okay, wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
So he would
Literally one of
kind
the
of
best
move them
people I
around
know.
where they needed help with
Yep.
other detectives. So
He did some stuff with the FBI too.
yeah, he did terrorism task force.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So a lot of boring stuff. Wow.
No, that was, I got to go. He would pick me up from football practice, and we had to go to the FBI building in Mobile, and we're watching a camera. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be there. It's his turn to watch this screen, and it's outside of a mosque somewhere, and we're just watching people.
Didn't you get to like go play in the spy van?
Yeah,
It looked
so
like a flower
they
van.
trade-
Flying around drones. Like, this is great.
The agents, they trade off this van, the surveillance van, and it's got ladders on the top. You go in, and it's got the computer screens everywhere, and
Wow.
that was fun.
Your dad's like Mobile's Jason Statham.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like was he like a badass?
He was just a good cop, I think. He was
Right.
well respected.
That's great.
Still
Even
is.
by people he arrested, we'd be out somewhere and they would ask, "Are you Jack Bishop?" He was like, "Why are you asking?"
Yeah.
But they would be like, "You changed my life." He
Really?
gives everybody. He was big on giving everybody a fair shake.
Yep.
He's not there to judge you if you're guilty or not. taking you to the judge. Yeah.
Yeah, he told me a story one time. He found some pot in this dude's car. It was like early 20s. The guy was, and he's just freaking out like, please don't arrest me, please. I swear to God, I'll change. And Mr. Jack was just like, for crying out loud, fine, yeah. He threw the pot away. He's like, just go. And then he saw that guy later on in the future, and he's like, hey man, just want to let you know I did change my life. I got my life together, went to school, and
That's great.
bought a house, all that. It was cool.
And now he's doing a podcast.
Probably has a podcast.
I'll let him know.
I mean, what did your folks do?
Yeah.
My dad's a boat captain, so growing up, he was gone, like a month at a time.
What kind of boat?
And back towboat.
Oh, yeah?
Down in Mobile Bay.
Oh,
yeah.
Holy
We worked all
cow,
over.
that's
but-
awesome.
Yeah.
And you got to go out on the boat, I assume.
Yeah, I went out a few times. I have like some vague memories of him letting me drive the boat, like sitting on his lap.
He's in spy vans. He's driving
I know.
boats. Oh, my dad was a life insurance salesman. Got the bad end of the stick here, man.
Did he ever sit you in his lap and let you fill out some policies?
He's like, come on, son. Let's start the policy number.
This is called a pen.
He goes, oh, he's like, let's see, tools of the trade. Triplicate. How about you?
My dad was a union boiler maker. My mom just like stayed at home and sold Tupperware vacuums.
Yeah.
and other things.
And you got to go.
Yeah,
You got to go to work with him.
Yeah, I got to work with my dad for a little
What did
while.
he do?
I was
Sorry.
a welder a union boiler maker. They work on high pressure steam vessels, like powerhouses and shit like that.
Right.
Boilers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
steam give you.
And you were a welder, you said, for a
Yeah.
while? Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I did before I decided to be a
Degenerate.
degenerate musician. This has worked out way better, by the way.
For sure.
I never could keep a job. I'd drink and then just not show up.
Well,
Now I can drink
And show up.
yeah, I have to show up. Yeah,
They'll
they
find
wake
you.
me up. John, get out. Start playing. I'm like, fuck.
He's like a real life flash dance.
Yeah.
He's a welder. He's like, I just want to believe in the music.
For real, that's how it happened.
Look over and just splash on him.
From the boiler.
Boiling water.
I just want to play drums.
A six pack.
Yeah.
His dad's one of the best guitar players in Mobile too.
Yeah, he rocks.
He
Yeah,
taught,
really?
taught us how to play guitar, and
Yeah.
he's
So
badass.
did it kind of start around that then, or is that how this all?
Well, I just came into. They were already playing. I just came into them and was like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, we were
our
like,
old cover band.
like I said earlier, like we were just unexperienced, and then he came in with experience from playing with his dad.
Right.
He's been playing since he was like 11, and that helped us out having that knowledge.
Yeah, me and Brandon were like, trying to learn everything we can. And this was our old cover band. The other two guys were just like, screw that guy.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Literally-
didn't they say I could take?
You take your experience and shove it up
it.
your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
And I
what-
think one of them's in prison and the other one's a nerd doing something else.
Yeah. One is in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your dad?
he was a teacher and a football coach.
Oh, all right. There you go.
Mom, teacher too. So
What grade?
Pass out.
they did middle school. Dad he coached for like 20 years.
Did he really?
In
Really?
high school, and he taught middle school for a little
Didn't
while.
he just retire?
He just retired. Yeah. God, you were so red, dude.
We're doing a lot of laughing. We're having fun.
In through the nose, out through the mouth.
There you go. There you go. Easy.
Y'all
Get
are
us
some
some
funny
water.
motherfuckers, dude.
There's the clip.
Take off my shirt.
That's great.
Take off his jacket.
Were you ever one of those students where you had to sit in the classroom with one of your parents?
No.
I didn't tell you. That's great.
God, that's-
My mom was a receptionist at I went to a Catholic grammar school on Staten Island. My mom was the receptionist, right? And it was all nuns in the school and male teachers. But my mom was the only one that wore heels. So, and when you got in trouble in the school, they used to put you in the hallway to shame you. And you had to stand in the corner like, like it was a Blair Witch. Like you're like in the corner, right? And I would hear like my mom, I'd be standing there like trying to hide in the corner as best I could. And my mom would walk by, hit click, click, click. And then she'd
All the
say
way
it was
down
me. And I would hear click, 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 click. Like, you're dead. You're embarrassing me at school. You're dead. I'm gonna kill you. She's telling me this Catholic school. She's going to murder me. Yeah.
This was going on in the hallways at this Catholic
I know.
school. Kids standing in the hallway facing the wall, not talking.
getting threatened by his mother. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, that was really weird to be in a place where your parents were, because like school's where you get away from them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
For sure.
I want to ask you one more question before we jump into
Yeah.
this. What has you all are from Alabama, Mobile? What do you think? Because like I grew up in Pittsburgh, and I always think Pittsburgh was such a great environment to grow up in as I went out into the world and attain semblance of success or whatever, because Pittsburgh was always a great place to kind of ground you and nobody lets you get too high on your horse. Like, what is it about Mobile that as you guys are kind of, starting to, platinum records and everything's going great and, sky's the limit for you guys now. What is it about Mobile that has helped you or even ground you, I guess, as you've gone on and starting to see success happen for you guys?
I've got something. I think Mobile it's a very diverse city, like culturally, race.
Our sound guy's black, so yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
What's up, my brother?
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna pass out again. Stop.
Did you say, well, I know one? Like, what the fuck was that?
I just thought it was an opportunity to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, you nailed it. You nailed it. Well, we were fine. Everybody else wasn't. It was great.
But yeah, Mobile's very diverse. Like you go to there's no like
Say it again, but look at him.
No, he's already looking at you.
Very diverse.
You're the other diverse on this side.
We grew up with a lot of different cultures around us, and it's not like there's a black bar or a white bar. It's all everybody's in one together, and that was you don't see that around the country. It's a lot of kind of divide and stuff. So.
Yeah, we are very fortunate that you guys showed up for our last podcast. It'll be 3 minutes because everything needs to be cut out.
Next episode is One Cool Mom.
Yeah, so what'd your dad do? All right, let's get into it.
We didn't do Brandon's dad.
It's serious.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes,
My dad was in construction, a heavy equipment operator. So he was working for this little company, CLS at the time, for a long time during my childhood, and he would bring equipment home because we lived on like 40 acres. We'd just be in the field driving track hoes and front end loaders. And
how old were you the first time you were driving something like that?
I was like 7, dude.
That's amazing.
Are you
serious?
Yes. And looking back now, it's just wild.
Yeah.
Like I could have killed one of my brothers with a hydraulic.
You're playing
boom.
you're playing tag with a steamroller.
We'd lift the boom all the way up and spin it around in circles, dig holes.
It's like a kid's dream.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, they do that now as like bachelor parties in Vegas. You know these things
Yeah,
are
you
called
can
the
go
adult play sandboxes.
You can go be a real man.
Yeah.
It's like the video
real man.
games that
Exactly.
we like. You can go do in real life.
And it,
You mean
yeah,
the crane
yeah.
How
game?
much is this?
The crane game?
I fucking love that
Farming
shit.
simulator.
You don't try to like get big stuffed animals with a crane. No, it's
cutting grass,
they do it like all over. It's like a big, and they do them in Nevada, right? They do adult.
You can just go play with
where
heavy
can you do one?
equipment.
So-
Yeah.
I seen the ad and I was like, well, I've already done that.
yeah, you live that life. Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of demeaning to people that actually
I
do
would
that
s-
for a living.
Yeah.
It's like
my
I'm
job.
doing
Took
my
our
job.
jobs.
Well, you know what? I know, but you know what it is?
dig a
It
hole.
also is a shout out that like you can't be an accountant. There's no like accountant parks. Nobody wants to be an accountant, but people want to be moving around some heavy equipment.
But when we were 7, we were playing with Tonka trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're playing with life-size
Tonka trucks.
actual.
Yeah,
Me and my
Wow.
brothers just
Wow.
riding around on them.
that's
That is
crazy.
crazy. At 7, and your dad was just.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I mean, I went to my dad was building a horse fence one time, and I was on a little excavator, and we were driving post down, or I was driving post down with the boom, and this excavator had a blade on it, and the blade was facing here. I rotated it around, and I was, using the boom to push stuff down. Well, Dad was like between. The boom was held up, and his head was between it.
Oh my god.
And I was,
Holy shit.
he said, "Don't touch the controls. Don't touch the controls until I tell you to." And I was sitting there watching him. I was like, "Oh wait, I forgot to put the blade down in the front." And when I put the blade down, it shifted the whole machine forward and pushed the boom down. And my dad moved, and that's a core memory I have of my dad. He's looking at me. "You're lucky I moved, aren't you? You're lucky I moved. I told you not to touch anything."
Holy
I could just hear Ralph saying that.
And then we just kept building the fence.
Did it
Lucky
scare
I
you?
moved.
Did
Let's
you
move
realize
on.
what in that moment what almost happened?
Yeah, it didn't really scare me though. I was just
You
like,
almost killed your fucking
almost
dad.
smashed
bro.
He's like, I'll get him next time.
How old were you at this time?
I was Man, it's a baby memory, man. So I was at least 5 or 6.
Child labor.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Ralph's
Dad.
a
I didn't know
gangster,
how
yeah.
easy
Another-
it was to have somebody.
I thought you were saying like you cut a horse in half.
That would be cool.
Oh.
They say your children
How
is
would
free
that be
labor.
cool?
Yeah, that's true. I can't. My dad.
7-year-old, I guess, I don't know.
My dad let me drive his Buick LeSabre once. I sat on his lap, right, and we were driving home to my grandma's house. This is when my dad was smoking, so he's lighting a cigarette, right, and I'm driving on his lap. I'm like 7, 8 years old,
Like
right,
Rain Man?
and it was like, yeah, right. So we're driving, and it had rained out, and there was puddles everywhere. And I was like, and I saw, it'd be fun to drive through a puddle. So I just like start leering to the right a little bit. But the puddle was because it hadn't rained in like a week. It was a pothole. Oh, so we hit the thing. We hit the pothole. My father's like, oh, and it now we're off-roading in a Buick LeSabre, and he's trying to hit the brakes. I'm burning this shit. We hit a fence, like a chain link fence, and he yelled at me so hard. He's like, "You never try to drive through puddles," and I was like, "Why would you do that?" And I remember looking at him and being like, "I wanted it to splash." You like burnt his balls off. And we went to LeSabre.
Oh my God.
All right, Mark, let's get into it, baby.
All right, let's get into it. We got questions from the internet.
Where do people subscribe if they want to give their questions? Where do they go, Mark?
Well, they would go to twocoolmomspod@gmail.com, or they could hit us up on Instagram, twocoolmomspod. I can't even talk. You can do it.
At Two Cool Moms Pod.
And we got quite a conundrum coming up.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, this one we're going to say for when we have 11 people on the podcast. Okay, so Jill hit us up. She's in a little bit of a situation. She goes, I've been seeing a guy casually for about a year and a half, but had a conversation about it not being serious. Lately, he
I like it.
seems like
She's an alley
he's...
cat.
Lately, he seems like he's pretty emotionally invested and wants it to be a relationship. I don't
He
want to
wants a
hurt
house cat.
him, and this is all caps from Jill. We had the conversation. Do I have to be mean? I care about him. Thanks, guys. Love you, Jill.
There's
So
another
he
man.
wants to move it on to something. He wants to lock it down, and she's like, "Hey, we're just."
They had the
being
convo,
casual.
but
multiple times.
that's where we're at.
Okay,
She's
well,
talking to other guys.
yeah,
No, yeah.
for sure. She wants to keep that door open. She's looking for something better out there. If the right guy asks you, you're going to want to step down here. So I think it's for me. For Jill, I would say you got to just be like, this isn't going to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
break
the
it
fuck
off.
Yeah,
is
excuse me.
casual a year and a half later? That's a goddamn relationship.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, that's
relationship
true.
for
Seems
sure.
like a
Yeah.
long time.
Well,
She's playing games.
in her
so-
defense, they had the conversation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess so.
if he
A
if
year
he's
ago.
wanting to move on and get closer, but she doesn't want to, then they need to do
But
that.
like, is she like calling him if she gets a flat tire or something?
Yeah.
You know, because that's
Yeah.
That's a different.
Is he
Is
paying for the food?
it airport?
That's a
Pick me
little-
up at the airport,
Yeah.
love,
Yeah.
or what is it?
Is she
Right.
leading them on, kinda? And
These are all great questions for Jill. I
Yeah.
guess all we can tell Jill is to Jill, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know,
Yeah.
takeaway here.
Straight up.
We want her to make sure that she's shooting straight. She had the conversation with him, but is she acting the way that the conversation? Is she misleading him in her actions?
I think if you to your point, John, like if you're together for a year and a half, I mean that is a relationship. I would think we're in a relation, and even though you had the conversation, it's like
come
a
on, dude.
fling is a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
A booty
year
call
and a
is
half?
every now and then. Are you seeing this guy a lot throughout the week?
right.
Yeah.
Or are you just getting drunk and being like, come over?
Come
man,
over,
we
right?
turned this on Jill real fast.
I think.
Jill, you're a whore.
I think Jill's doing the right.
Steve said that, not me. Jill, you're probably a lovely
cut it.
lady. You just
Yeah, keep
Got
it.
it?
Jill has to make the move here now, though.
Yeah.
She's like, but the next step is going beyond the conversation. She needs to be like, okay, look, it's not going to work out.
I think there's a nice way to do it. Too.
Yeah, 100%. You don't have to be mean.
It's like
The
we
line.
did talk about this before. Like,
I'm
I don't wanna be in
flattered.
a relationship.
I'm
I'm
flattered.
flattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. You know.
And she needs
Just
to stand
cut it.
strong on that because he could be the guy that's like, once it's ended, he could start acting crazy like, oh, I miss you.
Stand
like, no,
outside, yeah.
cut it
Yeah.
off and leave it
With
cut
the-
off.
With the boom box he's got.
Blaring
Yeah,
careless
yeah.
whisper.
She can't be doing mixed signals. She's
There's
got
gonna be a crazy phase. There's gonna be a crazy phase, and then he'll get past it and find another casual
he's
relationship.
headed
get
to
in.
the friend zone.
He is. Welcome to the friend zone where we're buddies. I know you guys are musically inclined. You guys could use that if you want. Their next platinum single is
Friend
Welcome
Zone,
to the
Friend
Friend
Zone.
Zone.
Featuring Joe Gatto.
That's a sample. Oh, so we make
Writing
that
credit,
Like,
Joey
yeah.
Puddles.
Y'all should have a friend zone segment. We'll make the theme song.
Okay, there you go. Sure, that'd be great. Oh my God, imagine.
We'll do some jingles.
Friends.
Friends
Yeah, I got it.
That was good.
But like borderline copyright, like so you can't get sued for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a weird like pitch
Change
at
the
the
key.
end.
Just change the key.
Yeah, I think we gave Jill some good advice there. Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's maybe time to move on.
All right,
for both of them.
There you go.
Tony's got a fun one. We'll throw this around the horn, so to speak. Tony asks, if you could live life as a superhero or a villain for a week, who would it be and why?
For a superhero or a villain, what would you rather be for a week?
You could be either a superhero or a villain for a week. Who would it be and why?
I'm such a good person. I would want to go with a
Heroing
villain.
League of Serpentine.
I think you can pick who the superhero is. Not,
Got it.
Not
Like they're looking for a
superhero
person.
or
Okay.
villain.
So if you could be anybody in the superhero universe, a
Correct.
hero or villain, who would you be? Okay. For a week. You only get a week.
Yeah.
Got it.
We get a week.
A calendar week?
American. Yeah.
An American calendar week. Yeah, you don't want to go, the Chinese
Chinese
calendar.
one,
It's like that's like 14 days.
Well,
Isn't
Steve,
it? I'm not good with math.
Isn't the Koreans have a different calendar? What's your Korean age?
Huh?
I guess I know more about you than you know about you.
All right, so you're going to start us off. What do
I
you
want to
think?
be Spider-Man, man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, man.
For a week.
For a week, yeah.
Okay, so do you have a fear of heights?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not necessarily a
He's a
great
ground
choice.
spider.
But you're hoping that goes away.
He'll get over it by day 4.
Yeah,
Yeah, by day 4. And I'll have 3 solid days.
Dude can jump.
I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. What's the order you wanted to go in?
Whatever. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I have no idea, dude.
None?
No clue. I think the Green Lantern. That guy's pretty
Gosh,
cool.
that's what we fancy.
No, he could make anything with his little ring, and he has
Yeah,
great
yeah.
jewelry. He's
You
got
guys
great.
just want to be Ryan Reynolds?
And he has pretty much. Deadpool, maybe.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Deadpool's a good one.
Yeah, because he's like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He gets to say fuck.
That would be
Yeah,
a good
you're
one
right.
for
I
you.
love that.
Can't
I think
die.
any of them can.
I love that for him.
That's great. Okay, that's a good one.
I think I'll be Batman. Which, I mean, he doesn't have really superpower. He's just rich.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
You get
That's
to
a
live
nice
rich
house.
for a week. Oh, I didn't even think
Yeah.
about the counterpart. That's a
Yeah.
good idea too.
Yeah, I'll be Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd have to be Tony Stark and just use the money to invest in my personal stuff, and then after the
After-
week,
yeah.
be rich.
I'd
You
move-
set you up a trust fund. I don't think you're getting the spirit of the whole thing. I mean, spending 2 weeks in Fidelity Bank.
I'll just move everything into offshore accounts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And then when I turn back into me, just go get it.
Yeah.
But
Who's his
that,
alias?
that or
You're
just
using
go all
this.
out and be Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody has said
about
Wonder
that.
Woman yet.
Oh.
You have to be a lady for a
the
week.
wine mom did.
I'm just kidding. I would probably be Wolverine. Well, I changed my
Nice
answer.
try. You went from the lady to the lady.
I want Wolverine.
Yeah, I would
What
say Wolverine's
superhero
good.
has mustache?
Huh?
What superhero has a mustache?
Man, what's
What
the dude
superhero does have a mustache?
from Invincible?
Ant-Man.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
From the from
Omni-Man?
from
Omni-
Invincible.
It's a
Man,
show on Prime.
Oh,
It's
I thought you.
Omni-Man.
It's dope.
I thought you said The Incredibles.
It's like an evil Superman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is Super Mario a superhero?
Not at all.
He just has
He's
a
a
name.
fucking plumber.
He's a plumber.
He's a
Get your
plumber.
fucking laptop and get the
He's a
fuck out of here.
plumber.
He's a
He's
fucking
literally
plumber,
he's in a union. He has a union card.
He's not a superhero?
No,
Mark, I don't know you, but that
I don't respect you.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You take your
No,
shit
you
and
said
fucking leave,
superhero
dude.
with a mustache. I thought Luigi and Mario.
It's
Yeah.
called Super Mario, not superhero Mario, brother.
Yes.
It's like Super Mario.
Who does
Because he can
Mario
jump
save?
in.
Guys,
Well, he
this is
saves
the
the
Shaq.
princess.
He says a princess. He's got all. He's a regular hero. I would say.
He's like
Mario's a hero.
Batman, but not rich.
Yeah. Well, he eats mushrooms and gets bigger, and then he has a star and he could run through stuff. So he has some sort of
Might just be a
superpowers.
hippie.
Drug addict.
But then he always tries to drug. He turns back to his regular self.
Mario is all a big drug trip for
Yeah,
him.
that is for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
The game.
I mean, because what you guys were saying, I might go Lex Luthor and do the Fidelity offshore account move with Lex. But he also has some fun trinkets and stuff, and I think he would have something nice.
He's bald though.
Yeah, he's bald. Well, I mean, almost there.
Somebody from the boys.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can be any of those guys.
Homelander, dude.
I think Superman.
You be Superman. You
Yeah, you
love
get to
Superman.
fly.
That's true too.
Fly, burn shit with your eyes.
Yeah. What would you burn? What would you burn with your eyes?
Yeah.
You definitely would set up like, guys, watch this.
I just kind of like tweak people.
Make them hot. Make them sweat.
Just heat flashes.
You know, if you're like the
Am I going through menopause?
somebody always cuts in front of you on the line at the airport. Like I just kind of like tweak their butthole.
Nip them in the ankle. Get them right.
No, right in the butthole. No, not an ankle. I give a nice little buckeye.
Finesse.
The headlines of the Daily Bugle will be Superman staring at everyone's asses.
Multiple cases of burning butthole.
Yeah, Lex Luthor would be interesting, I think, because I'd also be like, you get to go to a lot of cool parties. He ran with like a cool crowd of like corporate echelon, you know.
You're a fucking nerd.
That's a big word.
Illuminati
We are
stuff,
from
yeah.
Alabama. What was that? Esha what?
Echelon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No disrespect. Go ahead, Mark.
What is
got?
that?
Okay. All right, so we got time for one more question. We come from Scott B, which I feel like he's a Scotty. He's definitely a Scotty.
Scotty B.
Scotty B says, "Hey, to my favorite mommies, what is one thing that you wish you could change about yourself if you could?" Which I think is very introspective.
One. How much time do we have left? What is one thing you change about yourself?
Can we get some tissues in here before we start?
This is our moment, guys. Let's get some Kleenex up in here.
It's about to be a moment.
Things about to get real here, guys.
Yeah. Steve, you have the most to change about yourself. What would you start?
It's like they're asking a bunch of men what moms would change about themselves.
Yeah. That's true. That's a good way to think about
Bring
it.
back Quaaludes.
That's what you would change.
I mean, you would like naturally start forming quaaludes in your body.
I feel like I'm watching the Muppet Show right now. You're up higher. You got your glasses on. You're like, it's time to put on makeup. You be red. Like, I don't know what the animal.
Hell yeah.
People send him animal T-shirts in the mail.
Really fucking do, yes. I have a lot of them. I think I'm going to make a blanket.
He has a
Oh,
complex
you
now.
should, dude. That's great. To shave my.
John would change his hair color.
That is the first thing I thought of, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be a redhead.
Okay, there you go. That's something.
Oh, so the question is, if we were moms, what would we change about?
Just what would you
What
change
would you change about yourself?
It doesn't have to. The mom's part was just.
He said to my fellow mommies.
Yeah,
Two hot
with the
favorite
moms.
mommies.
Favorite mom. Okay,
guy.
I was confused.
Podcast.
Now, we're here to help.
Two hot moms over
I
there.
thought we were trying to mansplain.
No, two big milks.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So this is for y'all too.
No, it's for
Just for all-
everybody.
what would you change about yourself? That's all we got to do.
Take it away.
Well, yeah. For me, I would probably work on my patience.
Yeah.
I think sometimes
You're pretty patient, though.
I know. See, I worked it. I did it.
I would say you are. I think I'm impatient. I can be.
I was just setting them up. So
I can
he
be a
would say
little.
it.
You fucker. I can be short, but I started reading this book on Stoicism and the Stoics. And
I would change that. You always drop what smart things you're doing.
I'm not.
You mentioned,
I'm
I
trying
watched
to-
this documentary.
I'm trying to change that about myself.
read a
though.
book.
Like
I read.
Nerds.
okay, that and my fucking eyes. Are you guys happy?
That was like 6th on my list for you. This is already on the. So, go ahead, seriously, your patience? Yeah.
Yeah, I was steered towards Stoicism, and it's just like taking the little frustrations over the course of a day, because when you're touring, when you're on set of a film, whatever, there's always going to be something. And I'd be somebody that would like let those things agitate me,
Yeah.
or traffic agitate me, or the flight got canceled and the hotel's doesn't have my name, or the room's not, just all those things that can compound and bother you and affect you that the rest of the day. I've been trying to like recalibrate that, and just looking at these things. The basis of Stoicism is like, it's all based on character, and this is a test of your character. So it's just trying to take the higher road, and sometimes finding the humor in it, which should be easier
as a
for
comedian,
us,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so now I'm trying to take that angle now of doing that, and yeah.
I
That's what I would say.
I love that.
I do too. That was nice.
It's very nice.
We're having a moment.
We're getting somewhere.
Now kiss.
It's great. It's funny because you
y'all
are like
won't.
you have one of the strongest characters out of someone I know. So that's good that you're doing that. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that to me.
I'm very patient, especially with you.
You are, by the
Yeah.
way.
So I was just saying that to get you to open up, and I'm glad it worked.
Trick me.
Yeah, I would change that about myself. I wouldn't be so trickery.
How about you guys? Anything?
Anything pop off?
I think I would try to be more disciplined in whatever I'm trying to do, whether it's work out or if I want to read more or, play an instrument more while I'm home, or just be more disciplined instead of making an excuse not to do it.
Yeah.
Still working on it.
But don't you feel like when you're touring, especially like as much as
That's
you
when it
guys
gets
do,
tough.
It's tough to like get back and be regimented,
Yeah.
because the regiment is like
There's no
exhaustion.
Yeah.
We just need we need 2 or 3 weeks of doing nothing.
You just want to be home,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
existing. Yeah.
Because when you're at home, I'm sure you just want to do not a darn thing.
Yeah.
Like I just want to sit on my couch and not go anywhere and just sit here and just enjoy it.
Be still.
Yeah.
don't want to listen to music or anything. Just want to relax.
In the silence, yeah.
Yeah, decompress.
Yeah, for sure.
Watch Bravo.
Vanderpump or no? Vanderpump?
What is
Not
under,
really. I don't mind it, but
What is it? Under deck or what is it?
Below Deck.
Below Deck.
That's right. That's
You
his
doing?
favorite show. I'm sorry.
doing?
Oh, Below Deck?
I got
Dude,
it.
I love that shit.
Okay.
I really do love Bravo.
Just a bunch of catty, good-looking people.
Yes.
Living together on a yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food is great.
Yep.
Yeah, there was
But
like
they
that
cook.
cool chef, and he's in his little thing, and
Dude,
he's
hell
whipping
yeah.
up some awesome stuff down
Dude,
there.
they get down.
That
I want
one-
to go do that.
That one girl, they found her drugs.
Yeah,
She kicked her off.
Yeah. Fired.
Done.
And then one time, the dude. Have you seen that one where the producer?
That was
steps in?
fucked up. That was
Now
fucked up.
you're trying to go against the mom thing, and you're so excited talking about Bravo.
I don't even have cable.
Guys, don't get me started about it.
Oh my God, did you see that one episode?
That's my mom's favorite show as well.
It's your mom's favorite show as well? I love it. I love it. It rocks. All right, well, that's all the time we have.
Anything else, though? No.
Oh, is there? Sorry.
I agreed with Brandon. Like this one would
Being this
definitely be
Yeah.
mine. Yeah.
Mine would be not having a short fuse. Worked on it for a couple of years, but
You got better.
He's
Yeah,
gotten
you got
way
better.
better.
Yeah.
That's
Way
good.
better.
Well, it's good because the people around you have told you gotten better at it, so you clearly have. That's
Yeah.
great.
Never mind.
He's like, we'll talk later.
You have one?
Zach.
I guess make myself more social. I have like just hanging out with people. I have
You're a
like
social
like
person.
social anxiety. Well, I mean, around you guys, I'm so comfortable with y'all. And doing stuff like this is easy, but like going on stage, no problem. But just like going to a bar and just hanging out with strangers, like that kind of weirds me out a little bit. But I guess
That's
yeah.
interesting to hear because when I first met everybody, you were one of the first ones that I kind of started chatting with.
Well, we were
and
like
He was drunk.
Yeah. I wasn't- no, I
I'm just joking. I'm
wasn't. We were
joking.
like in like our own environment, you know, and
Oh,
you know,
I gotcha.
backstage, you know, it's, everybody's comfortable.
Yeah,
you
you're in
know.
our space kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But like out going off the reservation, I feel a little wiry about it, you know.
And that was the first thing he said. He said, "Just remember, Steve, you're in our space."
Then he punched me in the chest. I was like, what?
Is that the? No, that wasn't that night. That night we had Chinese food. You remember that?
Why should you remember that?
We were backstage.
Watching Bravo,
Yeah, sipping on a cab.
braiding each other's hair.
Moisturizing.
We're about that, man. The moisturizing, taking
Oh,
care of
yeah.
your
You
skin.
gotta have
Dude,
moisture.
Me and John
we
get pedicures.
Yeah, bro. Gotta do that shit. Take care of your feet.
We
they
do
hold
some
you up.
mom stuff.
Take care of your feet. They hold you up. That's a
Yeah,
t-shirt.
isn't that what it is?
Yeah, I think
Pretty
so.
good.
That's a great t-shirt.
I think I got it from him.
I just said it out loud, so it's ours now.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah.
Put it on a t-shirt, Mark. Mark, put it on a t-shirt. That's it. Guys, this was so fun. Thank you so much for coming.
That
through, man.
was a good time.
Unbelievable. We did.
Tonight.
This is our first podcast like this with all five of us. I think
you
it went
serious?
fairly well. We're always scared we're going to talk over one another.
No, you guys are great.
chaos.
This was
We've gotten
fantastic.
better at it. It's
Well, this is
hard because it's
chaos.
5 of us and we have something to say, but you know, you
Especially John.
gauge. Yeah.
Always got something to
better.
say.
He did great.
What's been
That's
nice
one thing I would change about John is that he talks over everybody.
You did great. You crazy head muppet. I love you. Yeah. Thanks for coming on Two Cool Moms. You guys are the best. Everybody at home,
thank
make
y'all
sure
so
that you like, subscribe, listen.
Yeah.
Smash
Keep
that
up with the Red Clay Strays.
Yes.
Get the newest album. Just went platinum. You've got
No, the-
3.
Single on
The,
an old
the
record.
single
went
on the
platinum.
first record went platinum.
But how many?
was cool.
You have 3 albums?
2 albums.
2
Two
albums.
albums.
2 albums.
You can't talk about the third one yet. Thanks, Steve.
Let's start again and do what they want you to say.
We don't talk about Bruno. This is their space.
Hell yeah.
Guys, where can everybody keep up with you? On
Everywhere.
Everything,
Social
yeah.
We got
media.
an app now.
Google
The
us.
download your Red Clay Stray app.
Oh,
You have your own app.
damn, we gotta get an app.
Sick. Wait, your own app.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We have
awesome.
like a feed that we can post in. You can get, you sign up for the year, be a super fan, you get access to pre-sale codes. Make sure you get a ticket.
It's
a
our-
lot of shows sell out in the pre-sale, so you get front of the line, get your ticket.
It's our attempt to like fight scalpers.
Yeah, it's,
So great.
It really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Apparently it's working.
Something you and I don't have to worry about. We have to get people. We have to get scalpers to come to our show.
You're paying the scalp.
We are paying the scalpers.
I direct everybody to Groupon.
We are. Hey, come see us on our promo code tour. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys.
Thank you,
Continued
guys.
success.
Yeah, that was great.
all right.
That was so fun.
These mommies love you, so show us some love.
Please rate us and review us. Follow us on all social media and subscribe to our YouTube.